Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another JoyPad, this time review, which means this is a song I've heard before. Um, but here's the thing: there's a little bit of a story behind this one. I got a request from someone to do "Round Here" by the Counting Crows, which is a song I've heard before. I feel like everyone should have heard that song at some point or another, but I hadn't heard it in a long time. So I went back and listened to it, and I did the video. I did a review on it, and it was 10 minutes, like most of my videos are, maybe a little longer. But it got blocked by YouTube. Got blocked everywhere, like not even blocked in a couple countries. It's not like I'm doing this to make money, so I'm not. I'm doing it just for funsies. Um, but I YouTube blocked the video from being played anywhere, so it's not like it was demonetized. I'm not making money from this. So that was a video that I made that just I couldn't get through. So what I'm doing today is I mentioned in that video that no one will ever see that there's a version of the song by Dustin Kensrue, who is the lead singer of Thrice. And a lot of if you're not into that style of music, then you'd probably kind of write it off and be like, Thrice, Counting Crows, like what do they have in common? But Dustin does a very nice acoustic cover, which I wanted to. This is kind of like a halfway to doing the original Counting Crows version. Hopefully, this video won't get blocked, but I figure I'll do this version and talk about it. It's fairly faithful to the original, but obviously it's a different singer, it's a single performer, so I'm just gonna hit play. We're gonna listen to the song in its entirety, most likely, and then I'll talk about it afterwards. So let's go. This is Dustin Kensrue covering "Round Here," originally by the Counting Crows. This is off of the Thoughts That Float on a Different Blood album. Live acoustic, by the way.
Step out the front door like a ghost into the fog where no one notices the contrast of white on white. And in between the moon and you, the angels get a better view, the crumbling difference between wrong and right. And I walk in the air between the rain and through myself back again where I don't know. Maria says she's dying. Through the door I hear her crying. Why? I don't know. Round here, you always stand up straight. Round here, something radiates. Maria came from Nashville with a suitcase in her hand. So she'd like to meet a boy who looks like Elvis. No, she walks along the edge of where the ocean meets the land, and she's walking on a wire in the circus. She parks her car outside my house and takes her clothes off. She says she's close to understanding Jesus. She knows she's more than just a little misunderstood. She has trouble acting normal when she's nervous around here. Carving out our names around here. We all look the same. Around here we talk just like lions. but we sacrifice just like lambs. Round here, she's slipping through my hands. Sleeping children better run like the wind. How do the lightning dream? Mom's little baby better get herself in. How do the lightning? She says, I know it's only in my head. She said, shh, I know it's only in my head. There's a girl in the car in the parking lot says, man, you should try to take a shot. Can't you see my walls are crumbling? She looks up at the building. She says, I'm thinking of jumping. She says, I'm sick and tired of life. And everybody's tired of something around here. She's always on my mind. Around here, I got a lot of time. Around here, we're never sent to bed early. Yeah, man, nobody makes us wait. Round here we stay up very, 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 very late. I can't see nothing, no nothing round here. Would you catch me cause I'm falling? Would you kiss me cause I'm leaving? Would you hold me cause I'm lonely without you? Said I'm under the gun round here. Said I'm lonely, lonely, lonely without you. And I can't see nothing, no nothing around here. Thanks so much.
I mean, I hadn't heard the original in years before I went and did, the video that no one will see on it. And I didn't remember it being such a wistful song. Again, I hadn't heard it in a really long time, and I think with most people, when they think of the Counting Crows, they think of Mr. Jones, which is a very upbeat song until the bridge. I mean, regardless of the lyrical content, the music itself is very upbeat, whereas Round Here is a much more wistful song. That's the word I think of when I think of the song. And you hit the bridge. To me, in the original, the bridge sounds a little out of place. It even sounds a little like out of place here in this acoustic version. But a lot of times when you do an acoustic version of a song, it automatically gets more of a wistful and or sad vibe. And you can't really compare the singers; they're very different. The singer for the Counting Crows is great. Dustin is great, but they don't sound very similar at all in terms of their vocals. So, I mean, it's hard to compare and contrast. What do I like better? You can't. It's apples and oranges, man. It might be the same song, but it's performed so very differently. I love this version. It's probably one of my favorite things that Dustin has ever done. If you haven't heard this album, it's strictly covers. It's an acoustic live show. He does Round Here. He does Creep by Radiohead. Right? Creep? Does he also do Just? I feel like he does two Radiohead songs. Does Jesus Christ by Brand New, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. And when I hear like all the versions he does, I'm like, man, I didn't know this song could sound so sad. That doesn't make it bad. It's just kind of his style when he does these songs. I think he has a very emotive style of singing, and you could hear it here where there's a lot of restraint, and then he really lets loose towards the end of the song. And I really wish I could have done the original too, though, and done like a nice compare and contrast between the two. But if I put up the original track, it's gonna get blocked. So let me know what you thought of this down below. If you haven't heard this version before, how it compares to the original, or vice versa. Go listen to the original song, which is also very, very good. They're two very different versions of the same song, both phenomenal though. Um, yeah, I hope you like this. To whoever requested the original track, I'm very sorry I couldn't get that video up. So this is my best try at doing it. And hopefully you enjoy this version, and if you happen to see this, drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this different version of this song. That goes for anyone else, of course. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the original and compared to this version, what you think of this version. Whatever requests you have, I like to take requests. This was technically a request, but I'm trying my best here. And of course, check out all the other music reviews I've done. There's plenty on there. I'm doing more of them nowadays. I'm doing 5 a week, along with all the gaming videos I do. My two passions are music and gaming. So that is what makes up this YouTube channel. But you can also check out the JoyPad podcast on this channel every Sunday, or you can find it on your podcatcher of choice. Just search for JoyPad. It is where three of my friends and I just kind of talk about different topics in gaming and what we love about them. That's all. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. But until next time, I hope you just stay joyful. Bye bye.